Hey y'all, Wyatt here with Cowboy Whiskey Adventures. And I got a bottle review for you, and it's from the Starlight Distillery. We'll talk about that shortly, right after this. Howdy y'all, welcome back in. And I want to talk a little bit about the Starlight Distillery out of Indiana. Now, this is actually a place that I would love to visit and do a tour on. They do offer that, but they have been around for quite a while. They originally came from Germany and they started the Starlight Winery. Now, I know that in it was 2013 they got their license to start doing bourbon, and before that I want to say it was 2001. Don't quote me. When they actually started their winery up, but I do know that they've been doing this. It's their seventh generation grain to glass company, and they do a lot of different bourbons. They do the Carl T Bourbon Whiskey, which is a 92 proof. That's kind of like their flagship. They have a single barrel. They have a bottle and bond, and then they do a lot of flavored stuff. They have some rye. A lot of people have talked highly about their blackberry whiskey. So I'm kind of excited. Now, I've tried this here bottle that I have for you. It's the Carl T Huber's Bourbon Whiskey finished in honey barrels. It's 15.9 proof. Did I say that 15? It's 115.9 proof. Now, I got this from the Bruzel Club because it's a little bit difficult to find this up here in Washington State. It can be found, but sometimes it's just easier to order it. And with the taxes and stuff that we have on all of our alcohol up here in Washington, sometimes it's just cheaper to order it online. But anyway, more into this. Now, the Starlight Distillery is actually like a 30-minute drive approximately from Louisville, Kentucky. So if you're ever doing the Bourbon Trail, you should really go down and check these guys out. Super friendly from everything that I've read and everything that I've heard. And man, I think it would be fantastic to visit these guys. So I have tried this. I'm going to pour a little bit and try some more. But to me, it doesn't have that like grain to glass type flavor to it that some of these others have. Now, a lot of the others seem to kind of just have that whole, you know how to explain it, like corn forward, hay, kind of just really strong farm taste. And this to me doesn't have that at all. It's very smooth. It's got a sweet note to it. You definitely taste the honey in it. It's got some caramels, some vanillas, and I really like this a lot. It's finished in the honey barrels, which I think is a great way to age your bourbon. Now, I know they age it for 5 years and then do another 6 months in a honey barrel, which I think just finishes it off perfectly. So if you are a fan of the just a little bit sweeter bourbons, I think you actually might like this. Now, the proof point again is at 115.5, and that's kind of the top of my personal range. Now, I've drank stuff way up to hazmat, and really low proof at 80. But this to me kind of hits the mark at 115. It doesn't taste like that. It doesn't have a whole lot of burn to it. To me, it reminds me a lot of making sweet tea when I was a kid in the old Tupperware 2-gallon jug, that you would have to brew your tea bags and then pour them in and then add your water and your sugar and stuff like that. It has that smell, which it kind of shocked me when I'm like, wow, that smells like homemade sweet iced tea. I think this would be something fantastic if it was chilled, or maybe with an ice ball in a highball glass. I think that would be fantastic. Neat is good. I'm up here in my little area, my bar up here, the CWA lounge, as I like to call it, and it's pretty hot. It's up in the attic. I should have rethought this whenever I did this originally. But in the winter it's great, but in the summer, man, it sucks. The heat up here is pretty bad, but it's great if you got your own barrel and you're aging your own whiskey. So that part's cool. But I do enjoy this, and I think a lot of people will. I bet my wife, who's not a big bourbon drinker, would absolutely love this. This is something that I would definitely take to a bottle share and share with other people because I think it's that good. If you know me or know anything about me, I kind of enjoy the lower proofs. I love TX whiskey. It's one of my favorites. And there's some other ones out there that, are in the mid 80s to the upper 90s that I really enjoy. And I think that a lot of people who are recently coming into bourbon or aren't big bourbon connoisseurs or anything like that would enjoy this a lot. If you enjoy, we'll say, the Jack Daniel's single barrel or like the Russell's Reserve 10-year or something along those lines, I think this is something that you could look forward to. The price was not astronomical. It was great, in my opinion, about $58. And to me, it's just a great deal, and it's a great bottle. It's something that I will look forward to sharing and drinking. Just a great nose on it. Again, no real burn at all. It has a little bit of warmth. It finishes on the palate. It's got a little bit of finish to it. And it hangs around for just a little bit. Something I think you'd really enjoy. If you're kind of again, if you're like me, I've only been doing this for a little over a year now. I think this is something that you would really enjoy. And it could be a daily sipper, or this is a nice enough bottle that you could take to like a get together with family and friends. Spirits are all about just sharing with people and having a good time. I mean, it's not like something I would just come home and drink, but if it had been a long day, maybe. I got a go-to pour. I don't call it a daily pour because I don't drink daily. I call it a go-to that I normally go to. And this could be something that would work in there. Maybe after like a long week and I wanted something on a Friday or a Saturday night when I was hanging out with some people on the old, bourbon YouTube, like Baker Drinks or Whiskey Wisdom or, and there's so many of them out there that have get-togethers after their streams and stuff like that, and they all talk. This is something that I'd probably drink when I was talking to them, just to, get through the week. Anyway, again, Starlight Distillery, family-owned for, I believe it's 7 generations. They're known for their red rick houses there, and they're out of Indiana. Just a great company. I love what they're doing, and I can't wait to get a hold of the 10-year that they just released. So I'm looking forward to that, as well as some of their other stuff. They have peach whiskey, they have their blackberry whiskey, they have ryes, their bottles in bond, and they even have one, it's a rickhouse rye. So, they've got all kinds of stuff out there. Just a great whiskey, in my opinion. Well, with that being said, I'll get out of your hair. This is Wyatt with Cowboy Whiskey Adventures saying, we'll see you in the daylight. Peace, my friends.